Good morning. My name is Michelle Nelson, and I am the Dean of Student Success here at Macomb Community College. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Macomb Community College's 113th Commencement Ceremony. Today's program marks the significant achievements of our graduates, and it is a distinct pleasure to acknowledge and honor them in this formal ceremony. You are an important part of this event, and we are glad that you are here to celebrate with your graduate. I would like to take a moment to give you an idea of how today will proceed. The ceremony will open with an official welcome from the president of the college, Dr. James Sawyer. This will be followed with 3 of our graduating students sharing reflections of their educational journey. Dr. Leslie Kellogg, Provost and Vice President of Academic and Workforce Education, will introduce the deans who will present each degree. Dr. Sawyer will then confer the degrees. Macomb, we offer 5 types of associate degrees: an Associates of Arts, Applied Science, Business Administration, and General Studies. The candidates of each of these degrees will be presented as a group by the deans, while the president will formally confer their degrees. Then each of the graduates will be announced individually and will proceed to the stage to receive their diploma from President Sawyer. The graduates will continue across the stage and will be congratulated by the members of the Board of Trustees. While simply completing the requirements for a college degree is a major accomplishment in itself, it is a tradition for college and universities to give special recognition to graduates who have achieved academic honors. This is accomplished in 2 ways. First, you will note that some students will be wearing a gold honor stole and tassel. This signifies that they are part of Phi Theta Kappa, a highly prestigious international society. Second, all students who are graduating with honors will be wearing an honor cord that was presented to them earlier today in the robing room. The color of their cord represents the level of academic achievement. There will also be graduates who will be wearing red, white, and blue cords, which identifies they are veterans. We have contracted with a professional photographer company to take pictures of each graduate, which you may purchase if you like. Photos will be taken of the graduates receiving their diplomas, in addition to candid shots taken off stage. The graduates have been given order information for their families and friends. As a courtesy, it is to our guests and others in safety precaution, please do not leave your seat to take pictures. Also, to ensure that all graduates may fully experience this important educational milestone, please turn off your cell phones and electronic devices now. At the conclusion of the commencement ceremony, the platform guests and graduates will exit first. Please remain in your seats until the graduates have filed out. If you are meeting one of your graduates following the ceremony, you will be directed to the adjoining facility by our ushers. There is ample space available for you to meet your graduate and take pictures before you leave the campus. Again, it is our sincerest congratulations to our graduates and to you supporting them in earning their degree. Please enjoy yourselves today. The Macomb Community College flag and mace bearers will now escort the platform guests to the stage for the singing of the national anthem. Please rise and remain standing until the platform guests are in their places. This morning, we are pleased to have with us the Goodwill Ambassadors of Macomb Community College, the Macombers, to sing the national anthem. Founded in 1970, this enthusiastic group of full-time students perform for schools, businesses, and civic organizations throughout the state of Michigan under the direction of Todd Moses. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare amongst bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land, o'er the land, o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. It is my honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for today's commencement occasion, the graduation of the class of 2025. Let me begin by recognizing the members of Macomb Community College's Board of Trustees who provide leadership and direction to ensure Macomb Community College continues to keep the education, enrichment, and economic development needs of our community at the forefront through high-quality, relevant programs. Please hold your applause as I introduce the trustees. Board Vice Chairperson, Shelley Vitale. Thank you. Thank you for your dedication and support. It is the tradition here at Macomb for the college's president to provide the welcome to the commencement ceremony. At this time, Dr. James Sawyer, the sixth president of Macomb Community College, will preside at this 113th commencement. President Sawyer.
Thank you. Well, good morning. Great to see everyone this morning. Thank you so much for joining us for this special day. On behalf of Macomb Community College's Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, it's my honor to welcome you to our 113th commencement ceremony. Today, we're congratulating those who are graduating. There are nearly 300 students who've chosen to mark this achievement by participating in today's commencement ceremony. And we're also applauding all of you in the audience who have provided the support for your graduate to help them achieve their educational aspirations. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our faculty and staff who guide the institution's teaching and learning opportunities, as well as student services at the college. These are the people who foster our students' success. Will the distinguished representatives of our faculty and staff stand so that we can recognize your contributions with applause? Commencement is a great day for our graduates and their families. Each has achieved a milestone that opens up a world of possibilities for their future. Earning a college degree is not an easy task, nor one achieved by a majority of society. It's also a great day for the college. At the very core of Macomb Community College purpose is supporting the members of our community and tapping the transformative power of education. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing our students successfully achieve their academic goals and advance to the next stage of their life journey. The students we are celebrating range widely in age, come from all walks of life, and represent a remarkable breadth of aspirations. Their reasons for attending college vary greatly. We have graduates from the Macomb Early College Program who pursued their associate degree while concurrently attending high school. Some of our graduates came to Macomb Community College directly after high school with the intent of entering the workforce immediately upon earning their associate degree. Others turned to Macomb, whether just out of high school or at a later point in life, to complete their first 2 years toward their bachelor's degree before transferring to a senior college. And some of our graduates are reinventing themselves and preparing to embark on a new career path. In some cases, the rapidly changing workplace drove individuals to seek a new field offering more opportunity. For others, the choice to develop a different career path came from a personal imperative to pursue a new direction. No matter the circumstances that brought them here, today's graduates have demonstrated courage. It takes courage to move beyond what you know. It takes courage to open yourself to new experience. And it takes courage to pursue your passion and embrace building a future that you want for yourself and for your loved ones. And above all, these graduates have had the courage to keep going until they achieve their goal of earning an associate's degree. As a result, from here, today's Macomb Community College graduates are prepared to go almost anywhere and do almost anything. On behalf of the college's Board of Trustees, our faculty, and our staff, I extend my sincere congratulations to our graduates. You have done more than pass tests and classes. You have built a foundation for learning that will serve you throughout your life to open new doors and create new opportunities. The focus, perseverance, and resilience you have displayed in earning your degree demonstrates that you have the traits essential in making the most of opportunities, as well as weathering and conquering challenges. All of us at Macomb are proud of you and your achievement, and we are proud to have played a role in helping you to advance your next life journey. Congratulations. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to turn over the program to three of our graduating students, each of whom have a unique story to share about their educational journey. Annette Jackson, Andrew Whited, and Jason Boyd, Jason will be the first to speak. So Jason, please come to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jay Boyd, and I'm a 47-year-old Army Ranger veteran. After the Army, I spent over 20 years in the skilled trades, owning and operating a roofing and construction company. I know what it means to work with your hands to build something from the ground up and to weather storms, literally and figuratively. 2 years ago, I decided it was time for a change. I chose to take advantage of my VA benefits and pivot into a new mission, cybersecurity. I went from climbing roofs to designing and building secure networks, from managing crews to managing Linux processes. And let me tell you, starting over at 45 wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Because here's the truth, you're never too old to keep accomplishing goals. I've met classmates fresh out of high school and others like me, parents, veterans, career changers. And what we all share is the courage to begin again. That's what makes Macomb special. It's a place where new beginnings aren't just possible, they're celebrated. I want to offer the biggest, most heartfelt thank you to Macomb's Veterans Services. I truly can't say enough good things about this program. It's not just helpful, it's special. There's not another one like it. The support, the guidance, the respect they show to veterans, it's unmatched. They don't just help you navigate college, they help you rediscover your mission. To the entire team, thank you for having our six. That means having our backs. Now, I'd like to take a special moment and ask all the veterans, all the veterans and active duty service members in the audience to please stand and be saluted. Stand up, guys. Everyone else, let them hear your support. Thank you for your service. I also want to give an unwavering thank you to my family. Your support has been my foundation. You reminded me that even when the mission changes, the strength of family never does. This moment belongs to all of us. To my professors, thank you for challenging me, encouraging me, and never letting me settle for good enough. You didn't just teach cybersecurity, you taught discipline, precision, and how to think like a defender. You helped me turn raw drive into refined skill. I especially want to recognize Professors Julie Lofquist and Keith Nabazny. Your passion for teaching is unmistakable, and your extra involvement with the Cybersecurity Club, its summer picnic, and the Cybersecurity Convention leaves an impression and sets the example for others to follow. You also showed us that cybersecurity isn't just a subject in the classroom. It's a community, a mission, and a way of life. Your dedication has not gone unnoticed, and I thank you for inspiring us to go further than we thought possible. To my fellow graduates, whether you're 18 or 58, whether this is your first degree or your fourth, you did it. You showed up, you pushed through, and you earned this moment. Good job. To the families, friends, and mentors who supported us, thank you. Your belief carried us through the long nights and tough exams and the moments of doubt. And to anyone out there wondering if it's too late to chase a new dream, hear me clearly. If you've got fire in your heart, you've got everything you need to get started. Today, I graduate with an associate in cybersecurity. Tomorrow, I will continue my journey towards a bachelor's degree at the University of Central Florida. Go Knights. And every day after that, I'll keep building, keep learning, and keep protecting what matters, because the mission never ends. It just evolves. Thank you, Macomb. Thank you, Veteran Services. And thank you to every person who reminded us that purpose isn't something you finish. It's something you carry forward. Congratulations, class of 2025. Stay motivated, stay dedicated, and keep growing. Rangers lead the way. Go Monarchs.
Good morning, faculty, family, class of 2025. My name is Annette Jackson, and at 37 years old, I'm incredibly proud to say I'm receiving my very first degree, which is in business administration, and I will be continuing my education at Walsh College for my bachelor's in operational management. I would like to take this time to thank Macomb Community College for providing a place where I can learn, I can dream, and I can hope. I also want to send a heartfelt gratitude to the Michigan Reconnect program for believing in students like me and making this achievement possible. Thank you. You see, for me, this moment is bigger than me. This moment is proof that it's never too late to chase your dreams and to start a new chapter in your life. It was through my faith in God and faith in myself that I could stand here today. And today I stand here because life swung hard and I swung back and I won. You see, life didn't go exactly the way I planned, but every challenge pushed me to tap into my higher self. For 9 years, doctors' offices and hospitals became my second home. I fought battles in my mind, battles in my body, even ones that were silent. I walked through exhaustion, through fear, through days that felt endless, and days I didn't even want to get out the bed. You see, I was tired, I was hurting, but I refused to quit. I battled mental health, I battled chronic illnesses, but I never stopped battling for me. You see, if there's one message I want to leave with you all today, is hear me. Do never compare your journey to anyone else's. What is meant for you will find its way to you, to all of us. You see, one thing that I learned is that life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. For a long time, I tried to control every detail, every scenario, every outcome of my life. But that only kept me stuck. The moment I let go and I chose to embrace the unknown, that's when I began to grow. You see, fear was also my biggest obstacle. But I learned that fear was just false evidence appearing real. But the truth is, you don't have to wait till you're unafraid. Sometimes you just have to do it scared, because that's how you build real confidence and security within yourself. Another big obstacle for me was anxiety and depression. But I learned that anxiety was fear of the future, while depression was pain of the past. But you see, the present moment is the only place where life actually unfolds. You see, peace is not something you chase. It's something that you return to when you look within. Because in the end, it will be okay. If you hear me today, hear this. I'm not standing here because life was easy. I'm standing here because I refuse to quit. So no matter who you are or where you've been, you can still succeed. You can still rise. You can still win. So if you're tired, keep going. If you feel broken, keep believing. If life's swinging, swing back. Because if you have breath, you have possibility. And today, I am living proof that you can fall behind and still win. You can start late and still finish strong. So to anybody else out there that's feeling lost in the storm, remember, your struggle is the place you transform. Your fight's your story. Let the world see you born. You see, you don't need a perfect past to create an incredible future. You don't. If you find the good in every situation, I promise you, you'll be rich in ways that money cannot buy. And when you don't know which direction to go in life, hear me, stand firm like a tree. Because a tree never gets lost in the forest, and neither will you if you stay grounded and rooted into who you truly are. If no one else ever say this to you again, you are built for this. You are stronger than your struggle. Your comeback is already written. Walk in faith, walk in courage, walk in confidence. And when life swings, you swing back harder. Congratulations to class of 2025. We didn't just graduate, we conquered. Thank you and God bless you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrew Whited, and I'm graduating with an associate's degree in general studies. There are many accomplishments in this room. Each student here has worked hard for the degree they are receiving. There will never be enough praise and thanks given to each member of the Macomb team who puts on the ceremony each semester. We all work so hard to stand on this stage, and I feel extremely grateful to be graduating today. Now I want to start by describing why I feel so grateful to be here. Learning was a difficulty of mine from the start. My dad passed away from drugs right before I started kindergarten, and this stopped me from being able to learn. I had just lost my dad, and my mom was grieving, and we were moving around a lot, which prevented me from attending school that year. Once I finally got to kindergarten the following year, I was really behind, so they chose to hold me back. After completing kindergarten twice, I still felt behind for the rest of elementary school. My situation did not get any easier from there, when my mom passed away from drugs while I was in middle school. But there were people who stepped up, which made each day more bearable. It was easily overlooked, but my teachers were some of the most influential people in my early life. They became the backbone for my future. They attended my mom's funeral when they did not have to. They wrote me extra notes and sat with me during tests. My personal life was consuming all my energy, and my teachers understood that. They did everything in their power to make school easier than my home life. With their support, I made it a priority to work hard in school because I knew I had a dream to achieve. With the extra assistance my teachers gave me, I was able to comprehend the chapter books I was reading. I focused on learning for the first time in my life. I came to realize that I wanted to be successful, and I wanted to become something more than what my parents had planned for me. I wanted to rise above their mistakes and work harder to accomplish my dreams. When my mom passed away, a police officer comforted me and continued to check in on me as I moved through life. Small gestures like that make a positive impact on a struggling kid. His actions motivated me to make the same impact for others. I wanted to save lives, so I looked into becoming an officer. I am now a cadet with Chesterfield Township Police Department. Thank you. Thank you. For the last 2 years, I worked for the department and gave back to the community that reached me when I needed it most. I've had the opportunity to learn life-saving skills and how to de-escalate intense situations. Now I stand here today with pride because I accomplished this on my own. No one told me I had to go to college. And with the little support I had, I still accomplished my dreams. I became the first person in my family to graduate high school. I became the first person in my family to graduate college. And I know that I will be the first one to make a difference in this world. What happens in my life does not define who I am. There are two ways to look at this situation. Some people might dwell on it, or some people might use their experiences for good. I plan to continue my work in criminal justice and use my experience to change lives for children who don't think they are capable of moving forward. I can help people in the same situation I faced. In the end, I want to share with others the important lesson that I've learned in life. There were times when I doubted myself because it is easy to let your past bother you, but there is so much more potential in life. Anything is accomplished with the right amount of effort and grit. Thank you, Macomb.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Leslie Kellogg, the Provost and Vice President of Academic and Workforce Education here at Macomb Community College. I want to begin by thanking our three student speakers, Jason, Annette, and Andrew, for sharing their personal stories with us. And now comes the time in our ceremony that our graduates have worked long and hard to experience, the awarding of the degrees. Announcing for the Associate of Applied Science will be Nara Mirajanian Dean of Health and Public Services. Announcing for the Associate of Arts and Associate of Science will be Marie Pritchett, Dean of Arts and Sciences. Announcing for the Associate of Business Administration will be Michael Balsamo, Dean of Business and Information Technology. And announcing for the Associate of General Studies will be Donald Hutchison, Dean of Engineering and Advanced Technology. Graduates, as your degrees are announced by your dean, please rise and remain standing until all degrees are conferred. After President Sawyer confers the degrees upon all of the graduates this morning, please be seated until escorted to receive your diplomas. Dr. Sawyer, we would now like to begin the conferring of degrees.
Will the candidates for the Associates of Applied Sciences degree please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degree of Associates of Applied Sciences and are hereby presented to you for the conferring of that degree.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts and Associate of Science degrees please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degrees of Associate of Arts and Associate of Science and are hereby presented to you for the conferring of those degrees.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Business Administration degree please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degree of Associates of Business Administration and hereby are presented to you for the conferring of that degree.
Will the candidates for the Associate of General Studies degree please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degree of Associate of General Studies and are hereby presented to you for the conferring of that degree.
By the authority vested in me through the state of Michigan and our College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you collectively and individually the degrees for which you have been recommended together with all rights and privileges. Congratulations.
Please be seated. The candidates will now begin receiving their diplomas.
J. Boyd, cum laude. Annette Jackson. Andrew Whited. Isabella Rizzo. Riley Walsh, magna cum laude. Maria Pop. Amethyst Millsap, cum laude. Medina Levick, summa cum laude. Haley Rulin, magna cum laude. Miriam Muthana, magna cum laude. Samantha Agbe, magna cum laude. Ishida Kanani, cum laude. Mia Wilson. Tyrone Stokes. Rachel Sargent, magna cum laude. Heather Oki, magna cum laude. Marco Gregorio, cum laude. Cheyenne Beasley, magna cum laude. Tanisha Ledbetter, magna cum laude. Susan Wyskowski, cum laude. Criselda Colley, cum laude. Angela Lynette Holloway, cum laude. Kaylee Gilmet, summa cum laude. Vanessa Almaki. Adele Al-Ghazali, summa cum laude. Yasmin Parker Weatherly, magna cum laude. Alanis Lee. Brianna Nickerson, magna cum laude. Caesar Alessandro, cum laude. Jonathan Alter, magna cum laude. Jaden Straight, cum laude. Jamal Jayoun. April Volkner, summa cum laude. Serena Lyle. Ryan Giacobelli. Jeffrey Ozinian, summa cum laude. Sarah Tasevsky, summa cum laude. Dominica Hintz, magna cum laude. Alexa Buckner, cum laude. Isabella Klobakowski, summa cum laude.
Morgan Spina. Eric Freiberger. Saranda Elbodi. Billy Antrikin. Marwa Hakeem Baho. Brittany Hines. Lee Juko, summa cum laude. Natasha Smith, cum laude. Kim Greer, cum laude. Tiffany Sadler. Natalie Salmo. Haley Ballor. Nicole Peterson. Charisse Brandeis. Pa Ying Zhang. Marva King. Joanna Brown. Tara Tucker, magna cum laude. Laura Chisholm, magna cum laude. Haley Rock, cum laude. Heather Toutant, summa cum laude. Destiny Burse, cum laude. Brandon DeWitt, summa cum laude. Daniel Beninati, magna cum laude. Dana Green, cum laude. Camille Vitali, summa cum laude. Tamaya Woolen, cum laude. Leah Harris, magna cum laude. Rebecca Talley. Majd Batarse. Ferris Batarze. Kojak Valentine, magna cum laude. Kara Prusakevich, summa cum laude. Kayla Fitchett, summa cum laude. Anna Kali, magna cum laude. Patricia Ewald, cum laude. Bashara Boykin. Nicholas Ilka, cum laude. Kyra Mitchell. Leah Deluga-Polsky, cum laude.
Fergie Canales Aguilar, cum laude. Verona Rainiak, magna cum laude. Amber Furta, magna cum laude. Elvis Brown the Fourth. Kasha Coleman. Adis Forich. Valerie Hamilton. Lindsay Laporte, cum laude. Kylie Martinez, magna cum laude. Shelby Nicole Chili. Tara Sargent, cum laude. Bryce Davis, summa cum laude. Terrence Edward Thomas, summa cum laude. Olivia Denha, summa cum laude. Sydney Tong. Chase Kraus, cum laude. Miriam Zaya, summa cum laude. Alexis Austin, magna cum laude. Nicholas Majeska. Anthony Vitiello, magna cum laude. Kaylee Betts, summa cum laude. Beth Oakley, magna cum laude. Ashley Fenn, magna cum laude. Steve Lee. Randy Morashan, magna cum laude. Nicholas Riera, summa cum laude. Khalid Naim, cum laude. Peter Loss.
Lillian Dans Magda. Ben Van Loon. Philippe Hill. Nico Seaman, summa cum laude. Brianna Hatcher. Caitlin Sherman, summa cum laude. John Laura, summa cum laude. Emerson Grove, magna cum laude. Rosie Robinson, summa cum laude. Amari Adams. Adelia Boyd. Dana Jackson. Miriam Hytham Shlemoon, magna cum laude. 2J Yang. Celia Miller. Mira Helsel. Chanel Smolaric. Kelly Gillies, cum laude. Samia B. Mia, cum laude. Sadia Begum, magna cum laude. Kelsey Messini, magna cum laude. Emily Biscorner. Eden Kidd. Alexandria Johnson. Janelle Hardwick. Lucretia Ross. Victoria Willis. Kayla Latondras, summa cum laude. Leanna Shirako, cum laude. Pamela Isro. Christian Rue, summa cum laude. Jonathan Ewing, cum laude. Auden Timoshak, summa cum laude. Aaron Barney, magna cum laude. Julia Bleichars, cum laude. Braxton Young, cum laude.
Will the graduates please stand? Congratulations. You have worked hard to achieve this milestone and now are officially graduates of Macomb Community College. We are honored to count you among our alumni. To symbolize your status as a graduate, please move the tassel on your cap from right to left. Graduates, please be seated.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, President Sawyer, Provost Kellogg, the faculty, the administration, and all of the college staff. I extend to all graduates best wishes and continued success in your future. We hope your experience today here was an excellent one and that your goals have been achieved. Will the audience please rise and remain standing until the platform guests and graduates have left the center? Thank you.